As I said, we're going to do number 1. Before we do that, I'm going to read the big bold directions just to make it very clear how important this is. 1 through 3, very important. These problems are just like number 1 on the test, which we never went over in class. I will do one problem with you and the others are for practice. If you practice these problems, you will be successful on the test. Number 1, if f of x equals x squared plus 4 and g of x equals x minus 3, find g of f of x. We have worked with this notation before, but not with an x in its place. We actually worked with it when there was a number here instead. Just to show you real quick, and you don't have to flip unless you want to. I have examples of these on the second page of this packet. Like number 7, where it says g of f of 5, we did these back during this unit and on the test. So you've done this before, but not when there was just an x here. So I'm going to follow the exact same breakdown that I did back when I taught that unit. And I like to color code here, I just think it helps. So I like F to be purple, and then I use green for G, since G, green. So if we look at this again, we have g of f of x. We have f inside of g. So we have an inside function and an outside function. And we work inside out. So we start with the inside function f. So since I said f was purple, I'm going to use purple here. And what you do is you just write out that equation. F of x equals x squared plus 4. Now, if there were a number to plug in, I would do that, but I don't have that. I just have x. So as far as the inside function, this is literally all I can do. Write out the equation and then go on with the outside function. So our outside function is g . What this notation means, g of f is inside of g. So I'm going to put the f function in g's function. But I'm not going to put this f, I'm going to put what it's equal to. Because if I just put f, I can't do anything with it. But if I put this in there, I can use that. So I'm going to take the x squared plus 4, and just that bit. And then in these parentheses, instead of the f of x, I can now put that in there instead. So I'm going to drop x squared plus 4 inside the parentheses. From here, I'm going to write down the equation for g. Now remember, when I put something in these parentheses, it gets plugged into the x value. So instead of this x here, where we have x minus 3, I'm just going to put that parentheses instead. I'm going to replace that in there in just a moment. We have the x, which is now parentheses, minus 3 on the outside. And now I'm going to plug that expression in. X squared plus 4 minus 3 instead of x minus 3. So instead of just plugging in a number like you did before, back when we learned it, we're plugging in an equation. From here, I'm just going to work with the right side. We can essentially ignore the left side at this point. We're not moving things around the equal sign. We're not doing any of that. We're just simplifying the right side of the equation, which there's not a lot of work here. I can go ahead and drop these parentheses, x squared plus 4 minus 3. Hopefully you notice I have a pair of like terms here I can combine, so I'll do that. Plus 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is positive 1, so plus 1. That's all I can do here. This is my answer. Two and 3 underneath it, you're going to do the exact same process. I just changed the numbers or the signs slightly, but that's it. They're the same problem over and over again. This is just like the first problem on the test, so you can follow this. You'll be just fine.